White and Gubbins guide Middlesex to 300. The hosts would start the day full of confidence, their win over Leicestershire fresh in their minds. But Somerset come up against a similarly effervescent Middlesex. Their demolition of Surrey took just 2.5 days. But they'd have to endure a bit of a difficult start. Lewis Gregory had Sam Robson out, but plaudits to Stephen Davis. His catch was a special one to make the first breakthrough. Middlesex recovered from the loss of their opener. Holden and Gubbins combined to take them through to 50, without too much to concern them. Holden accelerated as the session wore towards lunch. Some quick boundaries plundered to take the score towards 100, with the Middlesex man chasing a 50. But his attacking impetus would perhaps be his downfall. He pushed a little too hard at an Overton delivery and was only able to edge behind, departing for 49. That would be the last of the action in the first session. The score at the break, 82 for 2. The afternoon saw them continue in the same vein, a little shaky after the loss of Holden, but cruising past 100 and setting their sights on 150. But they'd have to get there without their captain. He fell victim to a sharp piece of fielding from Roloff van der Merwe, run out for 17. Where Holden had fallen, Gubbins found success. 50 runs added to the score from his bat, a decent knock in trying conditions. White and Gubbins took the side past 150 with ease, but Somerset struck again, this time to remove Gubbins, caught by Overton off the bowling of Gregory. The visitors took stock and held firm. White was now joined by Simpson, and they began to drag their side towards 200. A boundary off Lammonby took them to that mark in the overs before tea. The score at the interval, 208 for 4, an even contest so far. Their partnership for the 5th wicket was worth 50 soon after the resumption, but Middlesex would lose one of them shortly after. Simpson had to go, caught by Hildreth by way of an edge off Lammonby. Anderson and White steered Middlesex through to 250, but there was more to come from the number 5. With a boundary punched through the offside, he reached 50 runs, and his side were in the ascendancy, his knock setting the tone. Anderson was a good foil for his partner. Before long, the pair had their side knocking on the door of 300 runs, Somerset struggling to find a way to separate the two. Over to Overton, who cracked the code. Anderson rapped on the pads and removed for 38. They'd find their way to 300 soon after, Holman now the man alongside White, and the pair looking to get through what remained of the session. And they'd achieved that goal. They reached the close of play with the score 308 for 6, a good day's work for the visitors.